Hello there, I'm Tripat, and today I'll be reflecting one of the TED Talk videos from David Polk about top 10 time-saving tech tips. Oh, that's a lot of T's, isn't it? But here we go. This guy, David Polk, he is a tech columnist for the world-renowned New York Times Magazine and also a tech correspondent for the CBS News. And back in the video, David Polk shared top 10 simple tech tips for computer users, smartphones, cameras, and web surfing purposes. Now, there are 4 aspects that I think he did a really great job on presenting his ideas. First, it is obvious that the whole script or the whole storyline is well prepared. Right at the beginning of the presentation, he used a relatable joke for the audience in order to grab their attention to follow him on the later presentation. And after the hook, he used an ascending order for the tips from 1 to 10 in order to don't make the audience lost in between the presentation and knows exactly what we are talking about right at that moment. Secondly, he always used his hands, his gestures, to emphasize on his feelings, whether it is a happy feelings or an angry one.
We haven't had answering machines for 45 years!
He always used his hand in order to intensify that feeling. Third of all, he always have his visuals on the screen in order to make the audience understand exactly and visually how the tech tips of his saying is working. For example,
And for some reason, the audience is looking at the slide instead of at you. So when that happens, this works in Keynote, PowerPoint, it works in every program. All you do is hit the letter B key, B for blackout, to black out the slide, make everybody look at you.
And last but I think the most important aspect of an effective presenter, he always put his little jokes in between the tips or in the presentation itself. And there are a couple of things in his presentation that I would like to adapt to my presentation myself. First, I would like to use more of high tone and low tone in order to express more of my emotions and feelings in my presentation. Secondly, I would like to impregnate some of the jokes, both academic and language, into my presentation. I think that gives a little touch of relaxing time from the serious stuff that we intentionally presenting in the presentation. And for the last aspect that I would like to share is to compare this David Polk with an old-fashioned Thai tech guy. This Thai tech guy would wear the same suit, but he will use his monotone and describing all the tech nerds, like nerdy tech statistics, and doing complicated thing even more complicated, and don't even describe the simple tricks about technology. I think I would say some of the Thai tech guy don't nail at this. However, this David Polk, he had a cheerful presentation with lots of example, and it's worth following and not boring for the audience. Also, he made the presentation not like it is scripted, or he remembered all the text that he have done on the presentation. And I think that's all for today's reflection on the TED Talks video. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.